get to the next one. Oh. White woman who caused Emmett Till's murder has died.
Make you rest in shit.
So let me go into this one. What are your opinions on her finally passing away?
What are your opinions on her finally passing away?
Couldn't happen sooner enough. Okay. Although I will say there's no real happiness that come from this, considering the fact that she lived a full life. I think she died, what was she, 96?
That's what it say.
She got a chance to watch her kids grow older, go off. She watched them have kids. She got able to have conversations with her grandchildren. She was able to die around her family while she was while she was dying, be in the care of her family or surrounded by her loved ones. So she got to live a full, complete life. So ain't no real celebration that she passed away at all. So it is what it is. She still didn't get any justice from the situation. Although the two men that killed Emmett Till, they died 20 years ago. So isn't it weird how she was able to outlive them by 20 years? The man who actually committed the murders and got away with it. What is your opinion?
Shit didn't happen soon enough. And they better not let nobody know where their gravesite is.
I don't think they're going to bury her. I think they know better. What y'all think? I'm pretty confident they're going to cremate her more than likely. And if they do bury her, it's going to be in a very secluded, protected area. Because, although we saying this, but is it true? We say that. But are they really going to do anything to her gravesite? I'm just being honest. Are they really going to do anything?
Well, I don't think some of the family members would do anything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could be honest. I don't think nothing really going to happen to her. We still got people that
Brian said, what if she was just a fall woman?
The fall woman. Well, I did see someone on social media making an argument that, or at least according to them, other details that some people don't believe are true, that she actually wasn't the one that got him killed. That the idea that the reason why he was killed because she said that he physically touched her or said something to her wasn't true. That the men who actually killed her did it on their own merit. They just did it for another reason. And when it was time to go to court, they gave her a lie to help get them off. Now, she did get on the stand and lie. Now, that's some people who say that she didn't do anything. The man just found a reason to kill her, and then they just used her to create an alibi or a lie as to why they did it, knowing they would get off on it. So, do you think it's possible she is the fall guy, the fall woman? Should I say?
Hell no.
You think? Well, didn't somebody? Well, they said somebody put it in the book, and we talked about this, that she admitted that she lied and all that other stuff and apologized, and then they came out and said that she never said that, and the dude who said she said it said that he didn't get a chance to record it. And all the other stuff. There's a possibility that.
You a journalist. What's the point of bringing all that forward if you don't have no proof to back up what you're saying?
Well, he said the reason why he didn't record it is because she wouldn't talk if he was recording.
Then it was pointless.
Well, he still got information, he says, so he put it in the book, and that's what the new truth is. Look at how much the civil rights movement was staged. Well, yeah, we talked about that. The civil rights movement was a lot of Marxists. They really used that to bring a lot of chaos to the country and to have social change. And not in a social change that would benefit black people, but social change that would push them further into the agenda that they have coming down the pipeline, which we see now that turned into the LGBTQ, the feminist stuff, that turned into a lot more than just the black rights, which is crazy because out of everybody, we never went for black rights. We always want civil rights, which everybody can be included in. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to this. The white woman who accused black teenager Emmett Till of whistling at and accosting her in Mississippi in 1955.
Eastwood in the house.
What up, Eastwood? Yeah, the white woman.
Now you know he don't like that tether horn.
Oh yeah, he like gunshots for Eastwood. The white woman who accused black teenager Emmett Till of whistling at her and accosting her in Mississippi in 1955, causing his lynching, which galvanized a generation of activists to rise up in the civil rights movement, has died at 88. Not 96, it was 88. Hella Belafonte died at 96. I'm sorry, I said it backwards. Carolyn Bryant Donham died in the hospice care Tuesday night in Westlake, Louisiana, according to death report filed Thursday in Paris coroner's office. Her death marks the last chance for anyone to be held accountable for the kidnapping and murder that shocked the world. And I see why Brian is saying,
be easy on that tether horn.
I see why Brian is asking the question, is it possible it was staged, considering what was, we can compare, and I know people don't like to do this. I'm not comparing it as far as the injustice. We know both were wrong, but I'm not saying they're equal. But you can make an argument the Emmett Till murder and the George Floyd murder led to the same thing. When Emmett Till was killed and his mother allowed his casket to be open and pictures to be taken and seen around the world, it led to an entire generation of activists. Has the George Floyd situation not been tried to be used to galvanize the generation as well? George Floyd died and all these businesses and corporations started offering billions of dollars and all these
pay though.
We don't get to it.
They offered it, but they ain't pay shit yet.
They ain't pay shit.
That was just talk, no action.
But it led to people talking a lot. I won't say doing a lot. You're right. Also, they led them talking a lot. So I think they try to use the George Floyd situation the same. And we're not gonna go into the George Floyd situation, but he has a very.
Did we give a shout out to Sassy Shantae?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, you did.
I'll do it again. How you doing, Shantae? But this generation, they can say that George Floyd was there. Was even Rodney King. That led to a whole bunch of stuff.
It did.
So a lot of these things that happen throughout history end up leading to these I don't want to call them just riots, but these moments of activism. A lot of times they don't go nowhere, or it's used to go a different direction.
Black Lives Matter ran off with the bag that the corporation gave.
Well, no, the corporation didn't pay all of it. You're right. The Black Lives Matter took, as far as we know, 90 million is what they got. But I'm sure it was much more.
90 million what they told us.
He said, George, you can't even say that name. You can't even say that name, boy. It's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. We know, she got out of here now. It is what it is. But unfortunately, we got a problem with forgiveness. When people, a lot of black people are spiritual people. A lot of black people follow the scriptures, and a lot of people take those words incorrectly. They've been taught wrong.
Keep that coon up there.
Huh?
Well, go back to the coon. Oh, you was.
I'm gonna show it.
Oh, you did that. You hit the wrong tab.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it.
Okay.
And a lot of people took the term "turn the other cheek," and that's been kind of beaten down the throat of black people.
Which cheek we turning?
Left cheek, right cheek. They've been whooping both of them. You niggas been turning cheeks, and they hitting both sides. I'm like, let me rephrase that. Hold on. Let me clean that up. Hold on. What I mean is, they've been abusing you every which in a way, and you keep turning the cheek. That's what I meant. Because I know that be taken a certain way by certain individuals. But this right here is the family of Emmett Till. At least one of his family members, his cousin. Now, this post I saw from Tariq Nasheed. Let me show it. I'm sorry. Tariq Nasheed posted this. He said, "Family. This is Emmett Till's cousin speaking on the death of Carolyn Bryant." Now, he says, "Statement on the death of Carolyn Bryant. Our hearts go out to the family of Carolyn Bryant. As a person of faith for more than 60 years, I recognize that any loss is tragic and don't have any animosity toward her. Even though no one will be held accountable for the death of my cousin, the best friend, it is up to all of us to be accountable to challenges we face in overcoming racial injustice."
I'll be rolling in my grave.
Why do we always feel the need to forgive?
Because we're actually forgiving people towards other groups of
I'm
people,
gonna ask a question that
not
might seem,
towards our own people.
I agree with that 100%. But I'm gonna ask a question that might be seen as harsh.
The Christian church is one hell of a drug.
It is. That's some boule. Oh, you think? Oh, you right. Maybe he's been a part of the initiative.
That's some boule shot.
I'm gonna say something that might be seen as harsh, but are we forgiving or cowards?
Both.
Because we just forgive so easy. It's just people do all type of crazy stuff, talk crazy to us.
We forgive so easily when it's not our own people.
I need to make sure I put that in. When it's us,
we be ready to kill you
forever. What's that song? It's up forever. It's beef forever when it's us. We don't forgive each other for nothing. We will hold it against each other forever, to the grave almost. So when it's other people, I don't know. And it's one of these things, you hear that saying that you get to choose your friends but not your family. And it's like, that's true. But when you do decide,
and family members will tell you that.
I'm just saying, I feel like when we do choose our friends, you typically choose friends, and I mean real friends, not just people we call friends. People use that word all over the place now. I'm talking about a friend. You typically choose someone who has the same mindset as you, belief system, or somewhat. You may disagree on certain things, but you like to say iron sharpens iron. So people you may disagree with, you might even at some point agree with them, or they may end up agreeing with you because you get new information. With family members, the only way I feel like you would just separate from a family member if you know they are toxic and they're not willing to change. That's when you would move away from a family member. But in our community, we'll separate from somebody because we disagreed on something 10 years ago. Got in one little argument, one fight, and you just forever, it's just everything you ever felt about them becomes negative. But we know what that is. It's part of the spiritual curses. We always have an evil eye towards our brothers and sisters. So, and then he put this picture of the